think so. I think when I'd knocked them back, and then I'd spoken a little bit with Emily and kind of trashed it out, you know, I was beginning to think I'd do something. I'd probably go somewhere. If they had moved on, I might have gone to somewhere else. And you know, even with the RFU, when I spoke to them, I said, look, if it's an issue, I'm actually very, very happy to retire. I mean, I didn't want to cause trouble. I know it's a situation where it's going to be a battle for them to hang on to players, and me going to Toulon probably isn't ideal for them. So, as I said earlier, I'm very grateful for their support. But you know, I suppose the fact that they did come back to me kind of opened the door. All right, yeah.
And is it kind of, do you think you've nothing to lose by
I don't know, is it nothing to lose? I just, you know, I think there's probably just so much to gain. I mean, you know, you have that. I don't think I could do it and play international rugby. You have that window during the Six Nations where you can rest and recuperate. They're quite a good club for looking after older players. You know, it is a nice part of the world to live in. You know, there is an incredible amount of positives for me as a player and as a person, and for my future. And there's a incredible amount of positives for my family as well. So, you know, it's not a massive long stint. It's going to be a little over a year and a half, even if it is that. You know, so you know, there is a lot of positives there from it. And as I said, I'm just grateful for the opportunity.
Paul, we saw Tommy was sending out pictures of all of you guys up watching the Conor McGregor fight the other morning. Did you get up for it as well? And did you get up for it as well, Jack?
Yeah, I was up for it. I don't know a lot about UFC or anything, but I watched the fight, and yeah, I thought it was pretty incredible.
I think a few lads jumped on the bandwagon alright, but no, fair play to him. It was unbelievable. Serious comeback, and congratulations to him as well.
And have you been watching it for a few years yourself, Jack? Or?
I know a little bit about it, but it's a few of my pals be more so into it, and that's kind of how I got into it. But I wouldn't have got up at 4 in the morning now to watch it. We watched it at 7:30 in the morning, so because yeah, we had training the next day, so it would have been pretty tough to do that.
Paul, having won the back-to-back Six Nations titles, does that raise the stakes somewhat in a World Cup year?
I don't think so. I think the way we've prepared, and I know I say the same thing maybe every press conference, the way we prepare is we don't look too far ahead. We try and improve each campaign. We try and improve all the things we do. You know, at the moment there's just a big massive focus on this 5-week spell before we go into the test series in the summer. So there's been very little mention of Six Nations, actually very little mention of the World Cup. You know, we're just on a big preparation phase, and we're under big pressure. I don't know if you're at the training session today. We're put under big pressure from the start of the session until the end, and if you look too far ahead, you just won't perform, and you won't get selected. So that's kind of the mantra we're in at the moment. It's worked really well for us for the last few campaigns, you know, including not just the Six Nations, the autumn internationals as well, where we played really well.
Where does that competition and intensity